All right, let's get to it, shall we? Oh, this is a new one. Alucard versus Dio. I hope this doesn't suck, because that sounds like an awesome matchup. So I don't know how many of y'all remember this. It's been a couple weeks. I think I'm gonna revamp this. I don't know. If I can't get this to print how I want it to, then I'm willing to bet that getting it to print how I want it to print through an actual, like, production facility is gonna be costly. But we might revamp the frame idea in its entirety. We might just do, like, a lower chunk. Like, we'll have, like, maybe, like, one eye and some veins and shit on either corner. I'm not sure. That's not what we're working on. Focus, idiot. I don't know if y'all remember this from a couple weeks back, but we're gonna, like, get this prepped up and ready to rock as vector art, specifically set up in a way that will be animatable. So, like, each of these leaves that are kind of like, you can kind of see the cutoff here and there, are gonna be mobile. They're gonna be individual layers that will be able to be manipulated individually. That being said, I should probably do a new file. Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, I chose film and video. That's I don't like that setup. Like, just do web. That's fine. This should be good. Okay. And we'll throw this in here. So what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna size this up so that the actual, like, frame space fits. He said, hopefully. No, it's fine. We can. We can modify the length of, like, the upper bars to work within our necessity.
Hot, throbbing, drizzled in olive oil father daddies.
Hi, Fishy.
Could lay around and feed each other grapes and dick. Call 1-900 Olive Oil Daddy Dick for all the steamy, creamy daddy on
It's the
daddy, one
Shardist.
more daddy
How
action
dare.
you can handle.
That is rude, sir. Oh, the biggest bitch about this is gonna be... This is so goddamn wide. There we go. Why would I want to draw a chocolate starfish, sir? We're gonna have to do a bajillion fucking layers. So we'll start with the apricot. All artists are sluts for muns, and NSFW makes muns. I don't know whether I should be insulted or just shrug. Like, I don't know. I'm not It's not my jam. I guess if someone offered me like a metric fuckload of money, sure, I'd consider it, but like I was honestly pretty disappointed when I stumbled upon the commissions subreddit. Like a subreddit that was fucking excuse me. I found the art commission subreddit being like, my people, and it was all porn. All of it. The entire subreddit was porn. Alright, enjoy your lyric, fishy. This is gonna be a digital piece, so we're gonna do RGB. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed about that, honestly, because I was like, it's true what they say, I guess. That's disappointing and upsetting. I was like, you know, I was like, oh cool, maybe I can like find other people that are doing commission work. That would be kind of neat. Maybe we can collaborate on something. Like I can post my art here. And I very quickly realized that no one gives a fuck about anything on that particular subreddit unless it is fucking hentai, porn, gooning material, if you will. And I was like, well, alrighty then. I guess, whatever. Hi, Sean. Aren't you at work? How you doing, dude? Been a minute. You're at home right now? Nice. I do have new spectacles. I got new spectacles. I got a new drawing pad that's very tiny. That is... Can't hold on. Here we go. It fits in my mouse area better. Don't judge my fucking glasses. I asked Julie to pick them, so if you're gonna give anyone shit, give her shit. So I was like, what kind of frames should we go with? And she goes, round. I'm like, alright. I start looking at round frames. And I was initially looking at ones that are like fully circular. I was thinking about going like kind of steampunky with it. And I ended up buying frames that look almost identical to hers. I don't think so. They are pretty cool though. They were about $60 through Zenny. But they have blue light, UV light, and like one other light reflection film. And they have tinting added to them. So the purple you're seeing in the lenses is actually the purple tinting. So when they're exposed to sunlight, they actually turn purple, which I think is pretty neat. They don't work quite as well as sunglasses as I had hoped they would, but it still looks cool. so I'm not gonna bitch. How you been? How's life treating you? Are we ever gonna do another episode of that podcast we were doing for a little bit there? I feel like that's probably gonna be one of the few times I have available to like actually hang and chat with y'all for a prolonged period of time, given how hectic everything has been as of late. Not so much Old Man Jenkins as Old Man Jenkins the Kardashian. How dare you, sir? Feels so fucking attacked by that. I'm proud to say I've still never watched a single episode of that fucking filth.
Rock you off of your feet. Know that I will do what I want because they can never stop me. They don't get when I'm present. I'm a weapon, I'm a bitch. I'll be showing nothing less. It's what you get, it's your defeat. See me go off and all these people slaughter often. We ain't equal, and don't say that you compare with the embodiment of evil. I ain't vexing unless I said that I'm the best, although it's true. See you messing with the threat and now your death is coming soon.
As for the podcast thing, eventually been on a pretty big hiatus as of late and just recently came back. Well, what caused the hiatus? Did you just need some time to yourself, or was there like something that triggered it? Oh, the new job. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Gotta get into the swing of things with that, don't you? How you liking the new job? Wait, is this a different new job or the same new job? Because you kind of like, you seem to like fluctuate or swing between jobs like fucking Tarzan. Trying to get back, wanted to get grounded there before you came back to streaming. That's fair. I was debating taking a fucking hiatus just because of the holidays and shit. And I think I'm gonna hold off on that until I graduate from school. I think once I graduate, like I plan on taking a full week off of everything, but I think I might make the break from streaming more like a 2 or 3 week break. This has been a minute since I've taken like a legit prolonged break from streaming. You're the fulfillment coordinator for a book distribution center now. Oh, that's cool. That sounds like, I don't know, that sounds interesting to me. Maybe that's just because I like books. They treat you okay there? Considering last time we were talking about jobs, your old job had been treating you like fucking dog shit. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Glad to hear it, dude. Ugh. I'm in this weird state with my fucking job where like I love the people I work with despite like some significant differences in ideology. And I feel like I'm treated well, but one of my coworkers constantly complains about the way shit's run there. And I'm not gonna lie, this shit's kind of bringing me down. Holy fuck, that's... God damn, dude. That's awesome. We're just gonna get each layer fully set up before we, like, move on to the next one, I think. I don't think I'm gonna get even close to having this done this particular stream.
Your mommy probably would. Who can sweep on your plate off her feet? But Johnny could. We don't need any body doubles. I know you want me to. Sorry, ought to get back to the combat. Sticking to a script. Nobody really wants that.
Boss is awesome. Coworkers are awesome. Team is awesome. Legit best job you've had. Nice. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. I've been saying the same thing about my job forever. It kind of just boils down to like, as long as politics aren't brought up, everything's great. Cause you know me, I'm a big fucking hippie, liberal, very left-leaning, and I work almost exclusively with the exact opposite ideology to myself. And like, while some of my coworkers I can at least have a conversation with, like I'm never gonna convince them of my point of view. Even when I like bring up shit that is like blatantly bad, they're like, oh, there's probably a good reason for it. I'm sure they looked into this before they made that choice. It's like, so I think I'm just done talking about that shit at work. Yeah, like, I mean, my issue is I was made aware of, like, I was politicized by, I don't know if you remember Jake Hack, but I was politicized by Jake Hack. And like, in my brain, it's a matter of, well, literally our entire society runs off the shit, so I would rather be informed and frustrated versus uninformed and ignorant of why life sucks. Which in hindsight, probably isn't the greatest methodology, but it's a little late for that shit now, you know? I can't exactly unpoliticize myself. Yes. Oh, yeah, aside from that, shit's great. I love where I work. I love the people I work with. I mean, I can't go spreading people's business online, but like, one of my well, not like a direct coworker, but someone that works at the place in like the back area had some really unfortunate news lately, and it's like I fucking feel for him so much because like it was really shitty news. Speaking of, your car is finally possibly get, hell yeah. Mine's in the shop currently because I had a check engine light come on, and it's been in there for 2 days now after like I took it in to get brakes done and asked them to check out the check engine light, and they said they'd fixed it, and then 2 days later it came back on. So it's been in there since Monday, or yeah, I dropped it off Monday after work, so it's been there since Monday night, and they still haven't gotten it fixed. And like, I've talked to them, but they're very much working on it. It's just fucking, this is gonna be expensive, and I'm not happy about it. At the dealership right now, getting a new engine? Oh, good lord. Ugh, that sounds pricey. I'm just looking at some sensors being replaced and the fucking labor costs of that. Not a competition. There we go. Where you found out about the engine being covered under warranty / recall, you're looking at $5,500 for the engine alone. Bro, that's a whole new car. Like, that is a whole ass used vehicle that is in good condition. Oh god. Is that also covered under warranty? Ah, Christ. Bro, that's like That's like not including bills. Like assuming I didn't have to pay bills, that's like 3 months of my fucking salary. Yeah. Yeah, no. Give or take. Hope to take payment plans. God damn. Alright, so what this is gonna end up being is, like, he said he wanted to spin, but I kind of want to have it, like, just wiggle. Because everything's gonna blow in the wind, and I kind of want it to be like, you know what I mean? You didn't have to pay for bills this 3 weeks pay. God damn, I wish I made that kind of money. Like, that's the other, like, that's the one of the reasons I'm still where I'm at, though, is that, like, better paying jobs in my skill set are kind of high turnover rate. You're at 23. Oh, you only make $3 more than me? Oh, but you probably work overtime, don't you? That's the other bitch about my work. Like, that's the other, like, only other issue I have with my work is, like, we're mandated to not do overtime. Okay. Three to 11. Wait, 3 a.m. to 11 a.m.?
So many shonen anime protagonists don't have their father in the picture. How do I raise a shonen? It's like they're not even needed. And I'm wondering, is that just art imitating life?
3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Okay, wait, so you got out early today? Or am I just stupid? Oh, okay.
What's a father meant to do when his child wants adventure? Trying to keep him safe without controlling or hurting their pleasure. Make their own mistakes and find their way while still firmly a mentor. Seems there is no place for private dads while they're searching for treasure. Cause I never let my
Okay, hold on, we gotta like...
to battle animals with no supervision. Or left alone with his Oka, he's too suspicious. I'm so ambitious, but I told my missus I won't be the part of the story arc that was fictitious. Fathers getting farther from needed and yet they shouldn't be. Some didn't want the drama, it's easier to get shook and leave. Others wanna be involved, they're not because they've written him. Out the plot inside, I know it's killing him. Some grandstand, but do the minimum. Think they win and I call them JoJo. Obsessive own adventures, they bounce it just like a pogo. For me, a no-go. I see the generation trauma and the crushing expectations gave.
We're gonna have to move around the actual, like... Okay, well, we'll just have this over here for now. Until resentment burns in your glands, I'll try to help you find whatever dream you're picking to live and be a strong black dad like Piccolo is. Cause I can never let them go with having no dad. So brother's always gone like Jing or hounding the kids just like that show lad. Obsessive endeavors neglecting till they go bad. Gotta see the light within them like Chief Yagami. Sacrifice and guide their mission, but keep standing till I have a white beard and I'm surrounded by the shonen pro tags, parents of blast. Yeah, that's for a face cam. Normally, you'd stay until like 9 or 10, but you heard it from the dealership, so you're trying to get that thing squared off. It's supposed to be an apricot, but yes. So, the orange and like all the little like leaves are gonna be, so like that leaf, this arm, this leaf, like all of those are going to be separate elements that will kind of blow in the breeze. Ideally, that is the goal.
You gon' have some friends that'll come around and flow into your life like water, but remember that blood's thicker. And you gon' meet some people that'll weigh you down, but whenever you let them go, you'll be able to run quicker. Sometimes I'm terrified, thinking I mess them up like filler. I know Torsan could do more damage, letting the child give up. So for when the dreadlocks will prepare with the right scissors, and will overcome. That's how I'll raise my daughter or I'll grow my son. Don't have all the answers, just provide most of them. Be their guide, their dad, their friend, yeah, the closest one. When mine were born, I knew that they would be the chosen one.
Orange apricot, tomato, 2 minutes toast. God damn it. But yeah, the long and the short answer is yes. Oh god, is this all? Okay. Thank you. I'm hoping it turns out well. Then I gotta figure out, like, I think I just have to set it up as a WebP file, which I've never done. But if that's the case, then I was gonna take, hold on. So, like, we have, like, all these little faces. I was gonna make a bunch of faces on apricots. Like this one. And have them, as like a stinger transition, have them like tumble down. Or do you say they gave you the wrong version of what you ordered, but having 50 nuggets is still pretty, yeah, that's pretty dope. I've had that happen, a similar thing happen. I ordered cherry dunkers from Quick Trip, and they sent me, instead of 2, I ordered 2 individual cherry dunkers. They sent me 2 boxes and didn't charge me extra. I don't know if an employee was having a shit day and didn't give a fuck, or someone wasn't paying attention, but right? Needless to say, my fat ass was happy. Dunkers are pretty cheap regardless. Yeah, that's fair. I think my favorites currently, like, I love their fucking cherry dunkers, dude. I don't know. A lot of other people I've talked to are like, I don't know how I feel about a cherry donut. And I'm like, nah, dude, it is fucking straight fire. Straight fire. Alright, I haven't posted it yet because I wanted to post another art video before I post a sauce video. But I have a new hot sauce that entailed me desperately trying not to burn down my home. Because I had the brilliant idea to try and flash boil alcohol out of one of my favorite whiskeys to use it as a major flavor profile. Speaking of hot sauce, your boss makes his own hot sauce too? Nice. Yeah, man, I made a Lafroig habanero Bosque pear hot sauce. Oh, that sounds awesome. I haven't gone that hot. I have the scorpion sriracha. But like, I prefer fresh peppers for my sauces, and I can't seem to find whole fresh peppers in that vein. Like, I am starting to get to the point where I'm about to say fuck it and just use dried peppers, but if I can help it, I prefer not to. Yeah, man. It turned out really good. It's not like super duper hot. I mean, it's habanero. It so like I guess for most of the people that I would be trying to like pawn it off on, it's probably right around their threshold. I don't know a ton of people near me that can handle super hots. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's pretty much my experience when you start dabbling in that level of heat. Oh, but we do have the Death Dragon pepper plant sprouted. It's growing, it hasn't flowered yet. But we have 1 or 2 Death Dragon plants, which is a combination of Death Spiral and Death Spiral and Dragon's Breath, which should be comparable to a Reaper. So once that's flowering and hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, I would love to try that. But yeah, once those peppers are actually like, once that plant's producing peppers, I have a plan for a sauce that's gonna be like really face punchy. I'm calling it head trauma. It's going to involve that pepper, those peppers, and ginger and horseradish as like major flavor points. Like just really intense flavors is the plan. Hell yeah. Have you tried any of my like have you actually tried any of mine that aren't just the I know I gave you the no? Yeah, man, next time you're able to come to town, like I'll send you home with a bottle of whatever I have on hand. That's kind of just been what I've been doing with people. I keep sending my mom home with bottles of sauce. She's like, I have too much, stop it. But I'm personally really happy with this newest one. It was pretty scary because the whole process of getting the Lafroig plentiful enough to be like a major flavor component and not just like an undertone. I had to flash boil the Oh, shelf life is, I mean, if they're not opened, the shelf life should be fine. If you're not seeing like any like white moldy shit on top of it or anything like that, like I had a couple bottles floating around from when like I first started making hot sauce. They should be good for a while. Yeah, like I make sure the acidity level is around 3.2 because that should equal almost indefinite shelf life. Like obviously once they're cracked open, like give it a smell, make sure it doesn't smell weird. Like if it has musty, moldy notes, like definitely don't eat it. But, you know, like the standards for making sure food's okay, you know, you crack it open, you look at it, you smell it. But yeah, okay. So to go into detail about this fucking shit, because I'm still kind of geeked about it. I had to flash boil it. So like I wanted to have like I don't know if you've ever had Lafroig, but it's like it's basically one of the most aggressive eyeless scotches there is. It's just super in your face, punchy, like smoky, leathery. Like it's a very intense whiskey. Okay, but hello.
Hello.
So yeah, I jokingly say I almost burned my house down. I didn't.
That's amazing.
But so I had to flash boil it. I learned this from the Noma guide. It's from a recipe for making whiskey vinegar. You flash boil it. You heat a pan up on medium heat till it's like hot as shit, and you dump your liquor in there. Then you set the fumes on fire. and you're literally just, and that like perpetuates a boil. And so you're just literally just burning off the alcohol.
That sounds one dangerous.
Yeah. I definitely should have done it outside.
Awesome.
So yeah, there will be video footage on TikTok in the next couple of weeks of me
Yeah, man, I want that now.
standing in my kitchen holding a pot full of fire. And like initially I was like, how big could it possibly get? It's just a cup of whiskey. Like literally 1 cup of whiskey. It'll be fine. Within like less than 30 seconds, the flames were reaching the fucking vents above my stove, which are covered in oil. So I promptly put on an oven mitt, picked it up off the stove, and stood in the middle of the kitchen where the ceiling is significantly higher.
Jesus.
And it burnt down to about a little less than a half a cup of whiskey. And I threw that shit in with like the veggies and the fermented pears and some brine. And
Wait, how much whiskey did you put in there to begin with?
1 cup.
And it came down to
About a half a cup. I blew it out before it was done burning too. But like I eventually like tilted the pan to like get the fumes to kind of like collect and just went and it went out.
Fair.
And I was like, okay, cool.
So wait, you sucked up all of the alcoholic fumes to put it out? Is that what I'm hearing?
Kind of. Like, I trapped the fumes under the side of the pot enough to where the flame got small enough to blow out.
Okay, because I'm like, I was like half paying attention and half watching the stream.
Yeah.
And I heard the sound effect of, and I was like, why don't you put out a fire by sucking it? That's wild.
But yeah, it worked exactly how I wanted it to. I'm just, you know, next time I make this particular recipe, I'm gonna use my flat top grill to heat up the pot outside, where it's less likely to burn shit down. Because that was admittedly pretty fucking terrifying. But it worked great. Like, it's got habanero, red pepper, Fresno pepper, onions, and garlic. 2 Bosque pears that I fermented separately.
Ooh.
Honey and oregano and salt, plus the Lafroig. That's it. And like, it's like just barely got an undertone of sweetness from the honey and the pears. But still has like that kind of like vague smokiness of habanero, which is really nicely accentuated by the face punchy smokiness of the Lafroig that has been toned down by being reduced.
Interesting.
So it is currently my favorite sauce.
Also, I'm just now realizing you totally just doxed yourself, and it's hilarious.
Wait, how?
Have you seen your Discord VC text?
Oh. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
It's like, that's amazing.
Yeah, I should probably delete those.
Like, Munch-Dawg's pretty brave leaving those there.
Yeah, I should probably delete those. I did not think about that at all. I was throwing those in there to get critiques from people on it because it was a project.
I figured. And then you're just like, oh yeah. It's got my address on there.
It's got my address, my email, my phone number.
She's just out here doxing himself.
Oopsals.
That's amazing.
Oh man. Oh god.
I love that you didn't even think anything of it either. That was the best part.
I don't know what that says about me. Am I too trusting or am I just stupid? Probably both.
Probably both. Oh, that's too funny. All right, Munchy, I have one question for you.
What's up?
What's with the colorful rainbow numbers on their taskbar?
Taskbar? Oh, that's my temperature readout for my CPU. I used that because I initially had issues with overheating when I got the i9. It didn't like ever get to a point of actually overheating, but like, for example, this is still an issue, and I don't know why. My like World of Tanks for some reason hates my fucking CPU.
That's weird.
Yeah, dude. Like,
What kind of CPU do you have?
I have hold on, I can literally look at it. Give me a second. I have an i9 9900K Coffee Lake, like with
Hey, I have the i9 9900.
Yeah, I think we have the exact same fucking core.
The i9 9900K?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah, so
That's what I have.
it's weird because like I can play like Cyberpunk and fucking like Dead Space Remastered and shit like that. I can play games that are like super high def and like pretty taxing on a PC, no problem. And like my CPU's temp will not go above like 130. Playing World of Tanks, it reaches like 170.
What the fuck?
Like, I can't figure it out, but I don't like. Even if I didn't suck at World of Tanks, which I very much do, I would not play it because of that because of that reason. Like, I don't understand it. Like, even if I didn't habitually play, like, what I guess are arguably retro games now, like, my current stream game outside of playing with friends is Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're still on the Dark Souls kick, aren't you?
Yeah, it's been a mission to...
Speaking of Munchie, did you see what Elden Ring brought out?
Yeah, they're doing a multiplayer offshoot that I can't do the beta testing for because it's only on new-gen consoles.
Fucking lame. So we're getting it, right? We're playing?
Yeah. Eventually. I'm currently, assuming that I have money left over in my accounts at all after I finish school. My plan is to liquidate my mutual fund and utilize that to pay off the majority of my student loans. And ideally using like 2-3 grand out of like my savings and like 1 grand out of my checking, and then using whatever I need to from the mutual fund to pay off the rest so that I'm debt free right out of school.
There you go.
And then taking a couple $100 to buy myself a very nice bottle of whiskey as a reward for having completed a bachelor's degree. And I am considering picking up a PS5.
I like it. I like it.
Because
don't get the Pro.
Because I'm aware of the bullshit with the Pro. Because all of my friends, except for Sheep, apparently have new-gen consoles, and all the games are trying to go to the new-gen consoles, leaving me in the dust.
I mean, well, you still have a PC, so you can still play all the new games and stuff, but...
Yeah, but I can't play that with people that don't have Steam, for example. Like,
no, that's fair.
A couple of my friends exclusively play on PS5, which a lot of the games that they want to play either cost money or the free versions are not cross-play compatible. And I've tried a couple of the games we've tried to play together. I have had significant issues because seemingly stemming from the fact that I'm using an older gen console.
Understandable.
And as best I can tell, we're probably not going to have another generation of consoles for like at least half a decade.
Nah, PS6 is going to be coming out in like 2 years.
Really?
2-3 years, yeah.
I thought it was like 5, 6.
Well, you got to think the PS5's been out since like 2018.
Is it really?
I think. Either 2018 or 2019.
Because I figured
Oh,
since
sorry,
they just
2020.
Because I figured since they just dropped the Pro, we would have another 5 years, give or take.
PS5. When did the PS1?
Like, granted, I know it's been kind of an accelerated rate
94.
with things. I mean, fuck it, I'll just Google it now. Hold on a second. Let's see if there's like an announced release date or anything.
No, they haven't said anything about PS6 yet.
Like a projected release date.
2027.
Targeting a release in 2027. I'm not gonna spend the money on a PS5 if a PS6 is gonna come out like a couple years later. Fuck that. My friends can suffer with me only having a very restrictive library.
I like it. This is fucking terrible. It's like y'all can wait 2 more fucking years. Fuck you.
But yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna buy I'm torn because I'm either gonna get a bottle of like an offshoot bottle of one of my favorite whiskey brands, Ardbeg, because they have a bottle that's really interesting to me. Ardbeg. The fuck was it called? Hold on, we'll just fucking.
Ardbeg, highlight time.
Is it? Oh god, they want me to enter my data. Hold on, we're gonna turn the screen off for a second here.
Oh, that's just kind of a dope bottle. I'm just looking at images of it.
It's one of my all-time favorite whiskeys. Like, I'm big on the Islas. For some reason, I just really like the peaty, smoky, leathery bullshit.
Ah, so you're a Johnny Walker's kind of guy.
See, Johnny Walker tastes sweet to me.
Johnny Walker's taste like ass to me, but sure.
But
Sure. If you want to call ass sweet, I guess you could.
like last time I had Johnny Walker, it was Johnny Walker Red, and it tasted like honey, like straight honey.
Munchy, you need to get the Bizarrebecue.
Barbecue.
Ardbeg has a Bizarrebecue limited edition.
I see it. There's one. It's not shown on here. Hold on, let me go to Total Wine. Because I have this shit like on my fucking shopping list in Total Wine.
They have a Yamato version. Oh, it's just. I found a whiskey we can get Jack.
Oh yeah? Like Jack's gonna drink whiskey.
I know, but it's not the point.
I suppose I can have my desktop showing again now. Again, alright, let's see. American. I have like just giant lists of shit I want to try, organized by like type of alcohol.
Yeah, I sent you a screenshot of the whiskey.
Let me see here.
Tommy
Oh!
Jack would not drink that.
Jack 100% would at least buy and own it, if not drink it. Yeah, there's a lot, like, Japanese whiskeys are becoming more popular, especially Japanese-themed whiskeys, which that's a whole weird, like, kettle of fish, because, like, there are whiskeys that present as Japanese that are very much not Japanese. That's what it was called, anamorphic.
Oh, hey, I got a whiskey for you.
So, this is so I'm not even sure, like, what the deal is with this, but
Here you go.
it's called Ardbeg Anamorphic. And it is identified as a committee release.
I will try this with you if you get it.
Smokehead? That has terrible reviews.
Alright, never mind. It looks cool.
It does look cool, but I've like, hold on.
Oh, they have a blue one.
Like, okay.
That's what you want. You
Okay.
want tequila and whiskey to be in the same label.
All right, I guess it's not terrible reviews, but like a lot of these are under 5, like, or under 4 stars, which is questionable. So, okay, hold on. Is that actually like, does that actually have tequila in it, or is it just finished in tequila? Okay.
It says Smokehead Tequila Terminado Whiskey.
Okay, so this is a Isla single malt finished in a tequila cask. So
Yeah.
it'll likely have those like peppery agave notes of tequila, but it doesn't have actual tequila in it. Also, holy shit, that's a $134 bottle.
135. Thank you.
See, I was interested in their stout barrel aged one. That's like $60. But yeah, like most of these have sub 4-star reviews, which doesn't leave me hopeful. But
Never mind. Munchy.
Huh.
Munchy. You need to get this one.
what do I need to do? What do you? I've realized after about 30 seconds that okay, I could tell right based off of that image. What is that? That's a Macallan. What?
It's called The Reach 81-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey.
Okay, so that's like a $30,000 bottle.
Keep going.
60?
Keep going. You're not even in the same ballpark.
Yeah, I looked at those.
We're talking $650,000 bottles.
Yeah, so the thing with whiskeys, especially scotches.
You need this one.
Oh my god. The thing with Scotch whiskeys is that after like 7
That's
years.
a cool ass bottle though.
The Bowmore, yeah. That's such an impractical bottle though. Like imagine trying to pour out of that.
I don't care. It'd be a display bottle. A fucking thing costs $436,000.
So like
I'm putting that sumbitch on display. I'm not drinking that.
See,
That's my trophy.
See, I refuse to buy a whiskey that I'm not at least gonna try.
That's fair.
It's funny though, because I see like the $1,000+ bottles on Total Wine, and I see them having like 1-star reviews from like one person, and I'm like, someone spent big and was not satisfied with their purchase. That's the biggest thing for me with whiskeys like that, is like, I'm sure it's
you
a
want to talk about
fantastic...
impractical.
Oh god. What the fuck? That better come with a stand.
That one's 90,000.
Good lord, like
oh, that's right. I forgot D&D made a fucking whiskey, didn't they?
they made a beer. Dragon's Milk did a D&D 20th anniversary or something anniversary beer. It's like a $150 bottle of beer.
How about that one?
Ooh. How much does it cost?
150.
What kind of whiskey is it? Let me...
Super premium small batch whiskey.
Single blend straight bourbon. Ooh. In sherry and smoked bourbon barrels. Okay. All right. I might buy that because I like the label. I like bourbon, and I like bourbon with sherry cask notes.
Oh my god, dude. Dope. This is the side of the bottle.
I suppose I should give context for the fucking street. Okay, that's awesome.
The back has a map on it.
Nice.
It's like etched into the glass.
But yeah, man, like all these bottles that are like
how big is this bottle?
80+ year whiskeys are like, I mean, like I'm sure they're good whiskeys, don't get me wrong, but like the general consensus with whiskeys like that is that it is a status symbol more so than buying a good whiskey. Cause like at a certain point, all the notes you're getting from aging kind of muddle together. And there's like a point of diminishing return in most cases with like how awesome the whiskey is versus how expensive it is. So like my general cutoff, if I'm buying a bottle and it isn't to like commemorate an occasion or reward myself for a major life accomplishment, is usually about $100. However, there is a bottle that I really want to try because the entirety of the whiskey community is losing their fucking minds over it, called Midwinter Night's Dram. And I fucked up because I found a bottle of it and the lady that was selling it was like $120, and I was like, ooh, that's a little too rich for my blood. Now everywhere that has it that I see it, it's like $160, $170.
A warlock version of that one.
Warlock? Ooh, I like that emblem a lot better. I'm a sucker for magic glyphs though.
It's 750 milliliters.
So standard bottle size. That does look very cool.
It's wow, that's a small bottle.
So 750 milliliters is small.
It's 25 ounces.
Because as far as I understand, a 750 milliliter bottle is like the standard. Like, it's not like a handle, but it's like
25 and a third fluid ounces.
sounds about right.
So you know, like the 24-ounce bottles of Mountain Dew and shit. It's slightly bigger than that.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking 150 milliliter 2 ounces.
Like,
yeah, no. Apparently, your standard bottle of liquor is slightly larger than a 24-ounce bottle of Mountain Dew.
that is not a lot
I mean, for some
$150.
Well, yeah, exactly. What I could almost guarantee you those thousands and thousands of dollar bottles you were showing me were probably like half that fucking size.
Oh, more than likely. You're paying for the bottle.
You're paying for the age. Age statement.
That too.
Age statement is a big thing when it comes to fucking like whiskey snobs. Even though like there are perfectly good whiskeys that are really tasty that are practically new. I just realized if you think that Johnny Walker tastes like ass, which I mean I kind of agree, Johnny Walker is pretty ass, but if you consider that to be smoky,
I don't consider that to be smoky. I consider that to be straight leather.
oh yeah, you definitely wouldn't like Lafroig then. Cause like okay, get this, their ad campaign, their like legit ad campaign for Lafroig it's like making love to a cigar smoking walrus. And like I'll tell people my thing I tell people like if I don't feel like giving them tasting notes because I usually scare people off with the tasting notes because I'll describe it as like a leather bootstrap that you soaked in salt water and then set on fire and threw in a peat bog.
That does not sound appealing. I'm not gonna lie.
It is wonderful, but yeah, that's generally.
I think your and my wonderfuls are two completely different things.
Yeah, I generally get that kind of response when I say that shit.
Dude.
But the way I describe it to people, if I don't feel like trying to convince them that the tasting notes mean it's good, is I'll just tell them that it's a whiskey that doesn't respect your safe word.
I want it. Just respect your safe word, Jesus.
Cocoa Liquor Bomb, Tonka Absolute, Vanilla Bourbon, Rum, and Salted Caramel Toffee. That sounds pretty good. It sounds like it would taste a lot like the cocktail I tried recently. So I got a bottle of Mr. Black's coffee liqueur and decided to try out a recipe based off of one of the YouTube channels I follow. So it was
It's a perfume?
It's a perfume.
Oh. Yeah, it's a now I'm way less interested. I thought this was like infused with alcohol and shit. You could just throw it in like a glass with some water and it'll just make the water into like super alcohol and chocolatey goodness. No, it's you want to smell like a drunk, here you go. This is for you. Like,
I don't think you would smell like a drunk. First of all.
If I'm gonna, I don't really think I want to smell like vanilla bourbon and rum.
But they smell so good.
Yeah, but not to a cop.
Fair. That is fair. Okay, so this is probably gonna sound horrendous depending on your preferences and flavors, but if you happen to have the ingredients on hand, I recommend it. Mr. Black's coffee liqueur.
I don't have that. We're starting off really fucking easy.
Mr. Black's coffee liqueur and an equal amount of rye whiskey. Personally, I like High West for this one. with 3 dashes of orange bitters, and with a bit of orange rind as garnish, expressed so that like the oils are over the glass and you have like a bit of that orangey smell. It's fucking tasty shit. It tastes like, have you ever had those like chocolate oranges like that literally look like an orange, like you crack it on a table and it falls apart into wedges?
No.
Have you ever had a chocolate bar with like dried orange bits in it?
No.
Okay, take my word, it's tasty.
Okay, fair enough.
That's kind of what this drink tastes like. I also tried a similar concoction. I made some Irish cream liqueur last weekend.
Damn it!
After
all the D&D stuff is fucking gone.
Yeah, expensive.
No, it's gone.
Oh, well, that too. A lot of D&D nerds are also whiskey nerds.
Fucking nerds. Jesus. No, Dragon's Milk and D&D teamed up.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier.
Oh yeah, you were.
I'm
fucking dumb.
I almost got a bottle of it, but it was like $100, and I'm like, I'm not spending $100 on beer for 1 bottle of beer, nonetheless.
Yeah, that sounds like a little too much.
Like, I don't give a shit how good that beer is. The most I will spend on a single container of beer is $15.
What if it was like absolute like dog water beer?
See, Dragon's Milk is a really good beer, though. So, like, I highly doubt that it was dog water.
Oh, fair enough. I've never had it.
I really like their standard selection. They have, so they have a stout that's bourbon barrel aged that's really good. And they have an offshoot, like a limited collection that was s'mores, and it legit tasted like s'mores. That was fucking fantastic, too. If you're not a huge fan of stouts, they have a red ale as well. The major issue with it is that it's a craft beer, so it's expensive. You're spending like $15, $16 for a 4-pack of bottles. So like, if you aren't willing to spend that kind of money on beer, it's generally not going to be your kind of deal.
Fair.
I mean, but in my experience, the best beers usually are the expensive ones. I found one recently called Darkness from Surly Brewing that is like just straight dark chocolate and caramel and salt. It is fucking amazing. But it's a limited release, so it's like a tall boy can for fucking $15.
What if I told you I found a decanter I think you would like?
I would believe you because I fucking love decanters.
Not that one. That is not it. That is not what I copied.
What? Oh.
Still not what I copied.
We're getting a little lazy with our wood grain.
There you go.
Okay, that's fucking sick. Hell yeah. I love that.
They have one in the shape of a grenade. They have one in the shape of an RPG.
Like decorative decanters like that are always just so fucking cool.
Dude, this one's cool too. Oh, dude, this one's sick. Even got a fucking pour spout.
That looks...
Looks fucking dope.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
Looks impractical as shit, but it
yeah,
looks dope.
It looks very practical. And I'm not a fan of a decanter with a pour spout, honestly. Like, half the fun of the decanter for me is picking it up and pouring it. Like, I love pouring drinks.
That's fair.
Like, I recently got back into cocktail making, if you couldn't fucking tell. And I ended up getting a portable bar kit. So, like, it's like a wax burlap bag that like has all these bits and bobs in it. And like, one of my favorite things is making a drink that requires shaking. Like cracking a giant ass ice cube into the fucking shaker and just going like,
God damn it. Stupid.
My kids love it too because they just start geeking out when it. That looks like a fucking bong.
Well, that is a dragon decanter.
Like, that looks like I would pack the tail with weed and take a rip out the nose.
That's how I felt about the fucking poker one. just take off the fucking the pour spout and just put the end of a bong on it.
That would actually be perfect for that, honestly, because like
It really would. They have a lot of gun decanters.
yeah. So that's another thing I've noticed is that whiskey accessories seem to go hand in hand with gun shit.
Ah, here you go.
Like a
Perfect
like
decanter.
like one of the most common whiskey stone sets I've seen.
Just
is
understand
bullets.
that Amazon lists this as a decanter.
Okay. Motherfucker, that's a coffee pot. That's a coffee pot.
Hey,
Hold on. That's a coffee pot from my grandma's house back
I
in
will-
the fucking 90s.
I will have you know that is a Mr. Coffee 10 cup glass decanter.
I mean, I guess technically it's a decanter.
Yeah, but ain't nobody putting the whiskey in a coffee or a pot.
I would put... I might store a bottle of Mr. Black's in there, though. But then that would have the unfortunate side effect of someone being like, oh shit, coffee, hell yeah, and just taking a full glass of
All right,
fucking liqueur.
all right. Everything I said before, I take it back. This is the one you need to get. Comes with a glass set too.
Ooh.
It's $86 on Amazon.
That's not bad. I like
No.
I
It
like,
comes with the steel balls too.
I like the aesthetic. The whiskey stones, I'm not a huge fan of. Like, I've tried them before. I've tried whiskey
No,
stones and it...
those aren't whiskey stones. Those are steel chilling balls.
I've tried various means of chilling liquor without ice, and it's just... It doesn't work
Yeah, but
as well.
have you done it with steel balls?
No.
All right then.
I've tried the bullets,
Brand-
though.
Okay, that one's cool.
Hold on,
It's not for whiskey. It's made for wine, but it's still cool.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Now, like, here's one. Let me see if I can get this image open. So, like, this is like one of the most common whiskey stone sets I see on Amazon.
That's fair. I see those as a E20s or a whole dice set.
Oh yeah, dude,
I've thought about buying them just for the sake of it.
I've seen bullet dice that are really cool, and honestly, I like the concept of a cylindrical dice set because, like, less tossing your dice on a basement floor and going, God damn it, where the fuck did that go?
That's what you need. You need to get Mjolnir
The
as a decanter.
Mjolnir?
Yeah, Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Like Thor's hammer. Yeah, as a decanter.
That seems super extra. It would work out
Oh.
with my fucking hand tattoos, though.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Honestly, I was expecting it to be more decorative.
Here's it full and somebody holding it.
Like, there's no, like, I was expecting there to be, like,
That's just that. That's not
strapping
actually,
on the
hang
handle
hang
and shit.
For the. There we go. This one's actually Thor's hammer.
Okay, that, yeah, I would buy the shit out of that.
Like, there's still no strap or anything on it, but
But it actually has, like, some texturing and design in the handle. It doesn't look like someone just took a fucking test tube and, like, spot welded it to a fucking, like, glass brick.
yeah, spot welded it to a glass. Oh Lord. Dude, I want to buy this. Like, it's a tool set, but it's the nerd's tool set.
A nerd's tool set?
Yeah, it's fucking Mjolnir. But it's got tools inside.
Yeah, that definitely screams you.
I want it.
How horribly upcharged is it?
It's $80.
That doesn't.
So it's really,
that doesn't
so
seem
realistically, not bad.
Well, then it boils down to the quality of the tools, I suppose.
It is a 44-piece set. And it's officially licensed by Marvel. The handle actually is a hammer.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, I don't hate it.
I want it.
No, it's fucking hilarious. 'Cause I was talking
Sending this to my, I'm sending it to my mom. They're like, Christmas gift, buy me.
I was talking with Julie about like what I was talking about wanting to get like a decanter for myself. And she looked at me and goes, "You motherfucker, you better not." I'm like, "Why?" And she's like, "Because I'm getting you one for Christmas, you son of a bitch." I'm like, "Ah, I just made you spill a surprise, didn't I?" She's like, "Yeah, you son of a bitch."
Amazing. What is that? They have a fucking multi-tool for Captain America's shield.
What?
Looks stupid and impractical as fuck.
That, yeah, no, that 100% looks stupid and impractical as fuck. Hold on. Okay. What are we even looking? Okay, there's a bottle opener.
So on the
Is that a
top you
can
have,
opener on the side?
on the top left you have the whole like,
Is that for like hex nuts?
Hex nuts, yeah. I think there's a cutter on the left. There's a bigger hex nut on the left as well. On the right, I think it's like a bottle opener.
I think that's a can opener.
All right, okay, a can opener. The bottom's the bottle opener, and the bottom left is a flathead screwdriver. The bottom right is a Phillips.
That is
Fucking
stupid.
terrible. Yeah, so you get a keyhole, butterfly wrench, hex wrenches, rope cutter, can opener, bottle opener, flat screwdriver, and Phillips screwdriver.
Good lord. You know someone has bought that and been like, "This is so awesome, I can't wait to use it."
Oh yeah, my sister would buy it, no problem.
I want to see video footage of someone trying to use it.
Courtney, I need to buy you a multi-tool so we can record you trying to use it. It's Captain America's shield. But it's got hex heads, a can opener, a bottle opener, a flathead screwdriver, and a Phillips screwdriver on it.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Party is unimpressed. She gives off the vibe of Captain America's an idiot if he has that on his shield.
Alright, we have not made shit for progress.
I'm really good at that.
Like, I have a frame. I have a standard for, I mean, granted the wood grain took me a little bit. Like, we have a standard frame and we have a cartoon apricot. And I have like 20 minutes left in the stream. Probably less, honestly. I'm trying to remember, what did we name the podcast? Because I remember it was something stupid.
Waiting for it.
The hella interesting, yes, thick. The hella interesting chubby
Chatterbox Chronicles.
Yep, yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Okay, so now I have to figure out. Now I have to figure out what parts I'm gonna have as part of the frame layer and what parts I'm gonna have as individual shit. Because there's gonna be pieces that I want to have run behind the frame. Ugh. Well, at the very least, we can start drawing it out. We'll figure out layers afterwards. You know what we should do, though? Have
Get
this.
some holiday eggnog.
I actually have a recipe for eggnog that kind of slaps.
Ooh.
It's like straight alcohol, though.
Ooh. Oh,
What?
Why?
What?
I don't think I've ever. What? Does that sound this? Oh, god damn it. It's really, really bad at this. Does this sound? Does it look good to you? Would you drink this?
I've actually seen a video from How to Drink where they tried to make cocktails based off of this. The Doritos vodka. They also even went an extra step further and made a Dorito simple syrup.
God damn it! Shut up, Munchie. I don't need your sass tonight.
All right, a tamarind vodka sounds nice.
Yeah, spicy.
Oh my god.
I mean, I like spicy, and most
I do
spicy,
too, but
most
I don't know if
spicy
I like-
alcohols aren't that spicy.
Yeah, but spicy, anything spicy liquid, I don't like.
Welcome home, baby. So many entitled fucking people today. Yeah, check that.
I am too.
Rages in Spanish.
That sounds like Julie called somebody a pendejo at some point today. Maybe a little bit more than that, but you know.
Almost did.
It's amazing.
Fuck. Almost banned someone today? Holy shit, what did they do?
Damn! Did they go streaking?
Like, the grounds for banning people from the establishment are pretty high, honestly. So, like, they must have done something real fucky. Got angry with Mary and told her to go back to her wow. They told the Mexican lady to go back to her country. Fucking rude.
So, judging by the fact that whoever said that is probably more than likely of German descent, should we tell them to go back to Germany?
Right. Yeah, I've never thought of that comeback. That's pretty good.
He was English, even better.
English?
Jack can have him back.
What the fuck is the... Please tell me it wasn't my fucking... Please tell me it wasn't Anne's friend. For the... What the fuck is it? See, that's one thing that always confuses me. No, he was like kind of young, but not too, maybe like 40s. Okay, well, at least it's not someone we know.
It was probably Courtney. She's been, according to Josh, she's been kind of emotional unsupport lately, so.
What?
She walks by flipping me off. What? What did I do? Was that for the emotional unsupport me comment?
Then had a guest heard you talking to our daughter about our daughter to another guest and mentioned you in a bad comment because you were talking about our baby to another guest? Why?
Courtney's mad at me because I came home too early. Courtney wanted to get laid, but she won't do it when I come home. Pretty confident he wouldn't have had a problem with it, Courtney.
I shouldn't laugh.
Oh, God.
Oh, speaking of our daughter, guess what Salem has learned to do and won't stop doing? Her new favorite thing is to do this. But it's not just once. She just walks around the living room going. Which, while kind of adorable, gets annoying after about 30 minutes.
What?
I was saying my daughter has learned how to do tongue clickies and hasn't stopped doing it for a week.
That's amazing.
She was missing food. You apologized and said you would have that remade. Took an order from a woman, and we were talking while you were doing so. So you're not allowed to chat with customers while you take their order? Dude, people need to get over themselves. Maybe is it just a generational thing? Cause like I don't know. I get fucking uncomfortable even just going. Like I haven't told the fucking mechanic shop yet that like the person that had the loaner before me left that shit on empty, and I'm not gonna refill the tank for them because my brain is like that would be rude. Apparently not. He claimed you didn't even apologize, even though you know you did. Then complained you didn't offer him a coupon. How old was this person? Were they a boomer? That sounds like some boomer shit. I really hope he managed in his 30s. Really? Really? A millennial acting like that? That's A, surprising, and B, makes me look bad because I'm in my 30s. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I don't know what it is. Like, people are just so fucking entitled when it comes to, like, food.
Welcome to 2024.
Now, this has been a thing since well before 2024. Like, I don't know. It just, like, people get so fucking uppity. Let you pull up the comment. Hold on, you'll read it in the VC. Alright, bet. How much time we got left? Got like 10 minutes. Wow, that is a... I shouldn't be surprised it's Shiki TMNS, but like, good lord, that is practically hentai for album art.
There we go. I'm exiting your stream for the meantime. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
So
Hi,
I
Julie.
just don't want it to echo. Hi. Site.
So do you have to call this person and apologize?
I already called him and talked to him. He's like, I don't want a coupon. Well, then what the fuck are you complaining about?
Please tell me you actually said that.
No, that's just my thought process. Okay. Nice. Go back to the app, please. Go back to the app, please.
Is that Kiwi?
Yes.
She has just been super up my ass since I got home.
Go. Go. Go.
Meh.
Okay, let's go to the full site to read it. Shh, quiet. No, you do not get more food. You've been throwing up everywhere.
I'm dying. Feed me.
No, you get a quarter cup to a half a cup a day. That is it. You are not getting more than that because you eat and eat and eat until you vomit. Go.
Seriously,
Go somewhere.
she eats like a stray. It's wild.
She
Me
only
too.
just started doing that.
John, me too.
Auto rotate so I can read. I can't even read the full comment this way. God damn it. Anyways, comment says I was order number 132. It took approximately 30 minutes to receive my order and it was incomplete. It was missing a large fry, large cheese curds, a cheeseburger double, and bacon deluxe double. I did receive the lemonade shake, cheeseburger double, and 2 of my large fries at first. I approached the manager on shift. Forgive my description, but I am certain of her name. Not certain of her name, but I believe it was Julie. Long dark braids, piercing, and short. She acknowledged that my order was short food and immediately placed a remake order. While waiting for the rest of my order, it sounded like she was having a long day, up at 6 a.m., 10-month-old, and still wasn't done for the day. I can relate, but as a hungry customer that has been up since 4 a.m. and haven't eaten yet for the day, I don't know what is more appropriate or professional presentation. Human, yes, but not creating a good climate environment for a customer. After 47 minutes
Oh my
total, the
fucking
rest of
God.
my food was brought out with no discount nor even apology. I would have appreciated something, a small acknowledgement of the mistake. I hope this message is forwarded to Caitlin Payne.
Sounds like they know Caitlyn personally and are trying to get some free shit.
Well, no, because I offered coupons. He's like, no, I'm just not going to come back.
Alright, good. We don't fucking want you.
Oh, shit.
And then the other comments about me, mind you, like,
But you got more than one
it was
comment?
busy. Yes, I got more than one comment that was negative.
Wow.
And, mind you, we were fucking busy, and there was nothing I could really have done. There was 6 people in the fucking kitchen trying to push orders out. There was a gentleman that did not want to pull forward, so he was holding up the line because
do you
he was
mean he
missing
didn't wanna
fries,
pull
even though
forward?
he did not. He straight up said, I'm not pulling forward until I get my fries. He was trying to scam us for fries because he did not pay for fries.
Was it your dad?
No, my dad is not allowed to order food through us anymore.
Out of context, that sounds hilarious and awful all at the same time.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I couldn't help but make the joke. That sounds like some shit your dad would do.
No, he would at least pull forward or pull over to the side and get out of the way. He knows how a fucking line moves.
Fair.
This guy did not want to pull forward whatsoever. And then, so, like, this lady, she's like, we've been waiting and waiting and waiting for 30 minutes. Do we need to get a refund and go to McDonald's? I said, no, let me go check on your order. See what's going on. I'll bring it out to you. And this is like, they flagged me down as I was in the process of getting a drink, right?
Yeah.
So I set my drink down, didn't even touch it. And then I went into the kitchen, found their order, put their order out, went up front, said it, and gave it to them immediately.
And they still like gave you
Like,
a fucking
I
bad
skipped
comment.
the entire fucking line. And they still gave me a comment. What they said was, the Culver store in Port Washington used to provide expedient service. The last few times we visited, dine-in or carry-out, it took forever, emphasis on the forever, to get our order.
Forever.
What happened? Tonight, a young lady at the register stared into space while we waited and waited and waited. Suddenly, her interest was piqued by getting herself a soda while we waited and waited until we asked for a refund so we can go to McDonald's. Please bring back the great service that you used to have. We miss it.
Oh my fucking god. This shit right
There is
here
only
is
so
why
much
I
I
could
can do.
never. This is
The
why I could
fact-
never go back to that type of industry, because I would be
The
diving over
fact
that
that
counter.
I went into the kitchen and pushed their order ahead of everybody else's when there's already 6 people in there says that I went above and beyond for them when I did not have to.
Yeah. And this is why I keep telling you, you give way too much of a shit about that job.
Which is why I'm in
No
the
kidding.
process of looking for another one. I've done food service for the last 11 years.
The fact that you
On
haven't
top of-
murdered someone is incredible to me.
Yeah, I mean, I've come close a few times.
Like,
Still, like, the audacity people have these days.
Yeah.
I just don't understand
It's the
where this
perpetuation.
audacity is coming from.
It's the perpetuation of this bullshit about the customer always being right and having to be like we are expected to you are expected to treat them like fucking daddy's special little princess. And so help you God, if you don't make their order exactly how they want it, when they want it, and do a backflip while you're doing it, they feel they have every right to throw you under the bus and fuck up your existence. It's like, I feel like this.
Like,
I
you
think
best
this
believe-
is perpetuated because of tip culture. Personally, I think that the fact that like we are in a society where the average worker, not at a fast food restaurant or a place like yours, because I know y'all don't get tips, but like at like a sit-down restaurant, like most of the servers don't make minimum wage. They live off of tips, and like customers are aware of that, and a lot of customers will use that as leverage to like try and just
Not tip.
power trip and like
Mhm.
get extra good service with the like the promise of a better tip, even though like half the time they don't fucking tip. And like I feel like it's that kind of culture that has perpetuated this behavior in the food industry in general.
Yeah. But either fucking way, like, I went above and beyond for these people, and I still get shat on.
Yeah.
And I talked to Zach a little bit about it, you know. I was like, I'll fucking call them, you know, like, I'll talk to them. No problem. But come on, man. And I told him, like, I didn't even mention my 10-month-old daughter to him. I was talking to somebody else, which means he was eavesdropping, and I wasn't talking very
Being
loudly.
a snoopy bitch.
He just wanted something to complain about.
Doesn't everybody?
You best believe I'm gonna talk to Nikki about it tomorrow. Because she's gonna ask. She's gonna read it. She's gonna ask.
And then she's gonna bitch you out and say you should have done better because she's the most incompetent GM this fucking entire city has ever seen.
Oh no, because she was aware that we had a lot of entitled people today. Because she was here when they fucking told Mary to go back to her country.
I can't believe that shit. Like,
I can. People are dumb.
like,
Because I asked her, I'm like,
but like,
Mary, why didn't you say something while he was still here? I looked at Nikki, I'm like, that warrants for a ban, right? And she's like, yeah. She's like, it's not the first time and it probably won't be the last time. That's not the point.
It's really not.
They don't need to talk to you like that.
And like, I never experienced that shit when I was in the food industry. And like, I worked with people of like various ethnicities. So I don't know where the fuck this shit's coming from all of a sudden, or if people are just feeling more like bolstered or something. Like, I don't know. Either way, it's 8:30. It's time to end stream. I wish I had made more progress than I did, but honestly, I'm pretty happy with like the progress in general. Like, it's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, you got one vine drawn. You're doing pretty good.
Listen, the wood grain took a while. Also, we got distracted with whiskey decanters.
That's fair.
Who's looking at whiskey decanters and why?
Well, we were talking about whiskeys, and then Sean started finding all these decorative decanters.
I was also looking at like different kinds of whiskeys and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sending Munchie a bunch of different decanters.
He's like, we
including a
should get
coffee
this
pot."
one, and he sends me a fucking picture of like a $600,000 bottle.
Oh, absolutely not.
It's like a Macallan 80 year. It has like bronze hands holding the bottle up in like a really nice wooden case.
Mm.
Yeah, it's only $650,000.
Hey, Sean, if you promise not to show Munchie, you want to see what I got him for Christmas?
All right, deal.
You fucker. Alright, we're gonna see who's live. I forgot to do fucking. I completely forgot to do Stream Raiders. Oops. Whatever. It's fine.
I'm just hoping it's not one of like the decanters I showed Munchie already.
Probably not.
That'd be amazing.
I mean,
Ooh,
'cause
Ash is
I was
live.
going through Amazon and shit. So
Oh yeah, this is where I got it off of Amazon.
Judging by the shape of the box, she got me a more traditional decanter.
I don't know.
not.
Watch, it's gonna be the sword one I showed you.
Alright, we're gonna raid Ash. It's been a minute. I want to say hi to my friendo. We're on a friend raid this week. We're on friend raids this week, especially after the last time we raided a rando and they started just dropping slurs within 15 seconds of the raid.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so I rated them based off their name because I thought it was funny and because they were playing the same game that we were. And I don't think they even were aware that we raided. They were just shit talking with their friend, but like within seconds they dropped like the gay slur and the N-word repeatedly.
Damn.
And I was like, wow, people just be saying anything on Twitch these days. The fuck?
You know, back in my day.
Back in my day, we had some basic decorum.
All right, Sean sent.
Black
On
Rose
Discord.
Angel. Alright,
Oh,
thank
that's
you
dope.
folks for popping in. Much love and appreciation. I'll be back to work on this
That
tomorrow.
wasn't one you showed him. Right?
Hopefully
Hey,
with
Munchie?
less distractions. You could have said
Hey,
it to
Munchie?
me.
Hey, Munchie, I could tell you without a shadow of a doubt, it is not the Mr. Coffee 10 cup decanter.